Bro, what's up? You couldn't hear me. I was having some trouble with the Zoom, so I had to switch to the. Hold on. You couldn't hear me. I'm trouble with the. I think I have to turn this thing sideways. So this is when we can bring people on now. I have to turn this thing sideways. Hold on. Yeah, it's on auto rotate. Okay. Okay. I believe it can work this way. Okay. All right, hold on. You know, my people, I don't do that thing for long. Oh, y'all bad. Y'all bad with me. All right. Is it okay? Yeah, I believe it is okay. All right. Can you all hear me? It is. All right. So this is where we can bring people on, but we can only take 10 people at a time, and we can take calls. So we can take 10 people at a time, and I want us to take some calls. So I have to find a phone to use because my phone I'm using is what I wanted to use to take calls. So I have to find a phone so that you all can be able to make your contributions. Um, I'm going to pin the number that you can use to send your donations to. Sister Winfred Johnson, she's going to join us. Let's see. Do we have a guest? Yeah, I think we have. I think we have a guest. Okay. Brother Mike fired David. Mike, what's up?
Not bad, Pedro. You hear
Brother
me?
Mike?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Why can't you folks hear me though?
I'm hearing you.
Hello? Can you all hear me?
I'm hearing
Mike,
you.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hearing you.
Mike? We can take 10 people. Then we have a guest.
I'm hearing you.
Brother Mike fired David. What's up?
Are you hearing me? I'm hearing you.
Aha. Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Perfect. Perfect. Hello? Hello, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Why can't you folks hear me though? Okay, Mike, forget it. I was having some issues, but it's okay now. Speak.
Okay, how you doing, Pedro? I'm hearing you.
Huh. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Okay.
I think it's a bit delay.
Mike, I think I got a audio issue. Remember, you know, I use that thing for long, but I haven't used this thing in a long time, but go ahead, Mike.
Good evening. How you doing? Been a while. How you doing? I'm hearing you.
I'm having some audio issues here, folks. Hold on. Let me turn this thing the other way. I haven't used this thing in a long time, folks. Yep, you're sorry, you're bear with me. Settings. I go to audio settings. Default. Why I can't hear myself? Speakerphone. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
I
I'm
put it to
hearing you.
speakerphone. Um, uh, Mike.
Yeah, I am. I'm
I don't know
hearing
what's going
you.
on,
Loud and
folks.
clear, Pedro.
I'm having
I'm
trouble
hearing
with
you.
this thing here. Yeah, Mike, speak. I don't know why I
Hello.
can't hear you though. Uh, it's not your fault, though, Mike. Sorry, bear with me. You know I use your thing for long.
No problem. We'll hang in.
Uh, let me go to audio. Um, Speakerphone default. Hello,
Hello.
Mike.
Hello. I'm hearing you.
Okay, Mike, speak. Speak, Mike.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Hello.
I think I can believe I can hear you, Mike. Speak.
Hello, Henry. I'm hearing you. Hello.
I
I
can hear
can
you
see
too.
you. Okay, I'm hearing you.
Perfect. Go right ahead. I think I got it working.
Okay. As the end.
We thank God. It's a beautiful
Being
Sunday.
yeah,
Yes.
being a difficult movement with the person of Fidel.
Yeah. It has been very, very tough, bro. It's been tough.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you. Um you know, folks, as I said, this is the second segment. I did the first podcast alone. That was a monologue part. Um that video already now has 55,000 views and counting. Oh, 55,000 people have seen it. Yeah. And that was just a monologue. So this one is where we bring on who uh people who knew Fidel. And Mike was an ace, of course, a part of our family. And he was very close with Fidel. And several people are going to join. This stream here allows us to bring on 10 persons at a time, Mike. So
Yeah.
Sister Winifred Johnson is out running some errands. She's going to join. Several other people will join the stream here. I think I put it in the COP chat room and other chat rooms. Mike has joined and he's going to take it from there. Mike,
Mm-hmm.
what was your reaction when you heard about Fidel?
Well, frankly, I have been like praying for his recovery because the mother and I work together at the gender ministry, the
Hmm.
assistant ministry of gender
Hmm.
of Fidel Kennedy. So I've been getting updates from her about Fidel, and I asked her, "How is he doing?" She said, "Fire the place, your brother." Every time she comes, she say, "It's stuff on him." The other day, if I one day he came and say he was recovering, but privately they wanted him to just come down, not taking visitors. So we said, okay, well, we're just wishing that he was okay. Okay.
Hmm.
And one of the things that, like Judas said, if
Hmm.
it was something that was way heavily on the family, I mean, they should just come out and say, oh, this guy is down. Let's see how we can do something. But that is that past, right? But
No,
I
but
was in,
that was not even the issue, Mike. The family never had a problem with providing for Fidel. Fidel was well provided for.
yeah. I surmise that's it because if they didn't come out publicly and say he's sick and we needed to give him some extra help, then I mean, to some extent they were okay in catering to him. But well, fate came the way that it came, and it took him away, and it broke everybody's heart. Okay, because the mother was actually assuring me all the time that It was okay. He was trying, just that they wanted him to stabilize and not take too many persons coming here and going out. So boy, it broke our heart that God just decided to take it away. Like when you were
True.
saying to the family, I visited her yesterday because we're not too far from each other. And I told Mr. Kennedy, I said, it was not for you alone, right? Look at him, 38 years, okay? And you may go hurting now because you have lost a son, but he became everybody's baby. He became everybody's child. He became everybody's son. He became everybody's brother because he became a national person. Not very many Liberians will attain the status Fidel attain. And to some big extent, thanks to Henry Costa, yeah, much the show is for Fidel tonight, but you can't take that one away from you, Henry. It was just part of the story of God
Fidel
making
was
you
a
and making
he was
people outside.
he was an asset. He added a great deal of value to this show, Mike, as you know. Not just the show, but
Yeah,
the management of the radio station, and yeah, he was an invaluable asset. And
yeah,
uh, yeah. So we really, really
yeah,
do miss him. So tonight, folks, that's Brother Mike Fire David. He's he's one of our family. We have a very large family, the Costa Show family, and then you know some of the people, a good number of the people we came to know as a result of the show, then translated into becoming real family over time. I mean, outside of the show, and so he's somebody who knew Fidel very, very well, and he knows Fidel's mother. They work together. So we're here tonight to memorialize him. We have um, some other folks will join us. If you want to, I don't have a phone number. I wanted to put out a phone number here, a phone that we could use for people to call in, but I don't have a phone to use because the phone that I wanted to put out there is the one that I'm currently using for the live podcast. Because Zoom was giving me hell. I haven't used these things for a long time, so I'm getting rusty. But a good number of our people reached out and said, "Hey, is going to be um, we need to identify with the family. During this period as they are trying to
yeah,
send him
yeah,
off. To so people thought we should raise some money. Some people took the initiative and already started sending in a little contribution to Sister Winifred Johnson, whose number I have pinned her phone number here. For those of you in the United States, you can send your contributions to her via Cash App and Zelle. Uh, her number is right here, pinned at the bottom of this. So you can send Cash App, Zelle. The number is 763 568 8538. She's the one collecting the donations, and for people in the U.S., Cash App and Zelle, both or either or, uh, that number works. And but we want to hear people too. We want to. I want to take some calls. Where I can hear people. As Mike is on.
yeah.
What I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
do, Mike. I think I will post the StreamYard link, and people can come on at a time because I can take 10 persons at a time on the StreamYard. So I'm going to take the link right here and pin it so you can join whoever you are. You don't have to be some special person. Whoever you are, you can join if you want to. So there is the link, the StreamYard. I just pin it at the bottom of the page of the live feed. So you can join us live, video, because I don't have a phone for you to call. So you can come on. And but yes, we want to do something for the family. We want to identify with them. Fidel is going to be laid to rest on the 20th of Fidel's father is supposed to come on as well. I'm going to send this link to him now because I created a new link. Mr. Saydee. Well, Mike. So when was the last time you got to say? Because I was abroad when I heard that his condition had taken a turn for the worse, because there was a period he seemed to be improving, and then
Yeah.
unfortunately it just took a downturn. And when I came, I remember I called his wife from the States. Talo, I spoke with her. I said, Talo, how is Fidel? And I said, oh, Fidel's here, but he's at the hospital, he's at a private clinic. And I know the private clinic, and they were so full of praise for Dr. Lauren Sherman, who did a great job. And then I said, okay, when I come to Liberia, I will come see him. And then I
Hmm.
came, I called her, and me and Timmons were planning to go and see Fidel, Mike. And then
Yeah.
unfortunately, that happened.
It
So
was,
very,
it,
very sad.
it's sad. It was a sad moment because I kept talking to the mother that I said first. I didn't go to see him while he was sick, but the last time we met, I think it was late. I don't think I've seen this year, but
Mm,
at AME University, my sons attended. So
mhm,
before the kid could attend the school, Fidel was the first port of call I called. And I told him, I said, look, one of your nephews is coming to get to the school. And he said, well, I think the portal is closed.
mhm,
But so he been registered. So I said, well, the portal is closed, but he's just telling me we're having this, but let me send him to you first, right? So I went
mhm.
and I sent my son there. And I mean, in a much that other processes where he was behind. But with Fidel being there, everything just went smooth. Fidel had it sorted out with the kid, and today he's in his second year in the school now. And I saw him sometime last day. My son went on the campus because I went to drop the car up to the beginning so he can come home without driving another car. So I went and
Mhm.
I saw Fidel, but that was last year. But this year, no, 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 I haven't seen him at all. I didn't see
Yeah,
him, though we spoke on the phone. We talked, but this year, between the inauguration and today, I didn't see him until this happened. And it really,
well,
really,
yeah,
uh,
Mike. It's a crazy world out there, the hustle and bustle. Everybody's running around, but we used to talk,
mhm.
regularly. But yes, Fidel was, by the way, the head of external relations and acting head of public relations at the AMEU, the African Methodist Episcopal University. That's where he graduated from as well. It's a big blow to them as well. We have journalist Sarah McGee. Brother McGee,
Yeah,
welcome.
Pedro, are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear,
Yes,
Cyrus.
it's good to see you. I know it's not on a good note, but so is it. I'd like to say thanks to you for availing your platform, not as a comeback on a political commentary like you used to do, but to come back and kind of retrospect on a brother. I got to know Fidel. I think it was back in 2010, 2011. By then, I was the lead presenter for Talk About It on King's Radio. Uh, After Ahmed Paba had left, thanks to him for giving me the opportunity, coming on the radio, fresh from high school while I was in journalism school. So a couple of years later, I met Fidel through my friend and brother Julius Compton. Julius Compton used to work for Sky. And he was then lecturer at the Legacy School of Journalism, and we people practicing journalists that were on the radio or writing in a newspaper, like I was doing both, they will always invite us to kind of, talk to the students and share your experience in the field. So I was invited to talk to their class, just to talk about news gathering. As you know, I came through the media through the newsroom, and
Mhm,
Fidel Saydee, it was Ethelyn James Compton, wife of Julius Compton, Success Minor, who also formerly of Sky. They were all in that class. The school was owned by Steve Coluba, who's now Deputy Minister for Labor. So they had a lot of brains that were there, impacting knowledge. And I went and spoke to the class, how I got into the field, and what I was doing, and how I got to where I was. But then I recognized this very quiet,
yeah,
shy, as
he was quiet.
sometimes
He didn't talk a lot.
Fidel appears shy. You will not even know until you hear him speak. But from the interaction with the class, After the class, I reached out to Julius. I'm like, damn, you need to bring this guy to Kings FM for practice. But then it didn't work out. And
Obviously,
2013,
because he was with us.
yes, 2013, I had left the country, and the next time I heard Fidel, he was on the Costa show, and like you put it, Costa, I watched you while driving from church in your first segment. He was a brother to lean on. I was not 100% close to Fidel, but we're always in a cycle based on the fact that Judas was my friend and they were always together. We were Manchester United fans that even connected us more. So whenever we meet, you will see that level of camaraderie, good friendship, a person that I heard him on the radio. I'm like, yes, this is the person I saw in class. And I must say thanks to you for also creating that stage that he could get on there. And today the name Fidel City is a household name in Liberia, and out here in the US or the diaspora as a whole, people still remember the voice. And when you posted the video of Fidel where he single-handedly hosted the Costa show, I mean, and that memory just came back. And whenever I was in a country or I'm in a country, and when he knows I'm in a country, he will always reach out. Cyrus, you here, my man? Let's see. And the last time I got to talk to Fidel, we didn't get to see was 2022 when I had gone to Liberia to bury my dad. But then last week, waking up that morning, Facebook is going crazy. Everybody about Fidel, and the only question I could ask was, what went wrong?
Mhm.
Because maybe the family were like taking care of him. His sickness was not as publicized as his death news is, but I'm sure that, like you put it, he was well taken care of. He had people around him. Like I listened to some of our friends who went to the home that morning when he passed. I watched Sky live from there. I mean, people, the words were just pouring in about a young man who did not live to see, everybody prayed to see their kids coming out of high school, walking
Yeah.
down the aisle with a graduation gown, getting
Yep.
employed, getting married. You want to attend the wedding of your daughter or your son. Parents, I feel for his parents so bad, because parents will always want their children to bury them. And in this time, we are seeing a young brother. A
Yeah.
young brother. I'm just older than
Being
Fidel.
buried by both his parents.
Yes,
Very tragic.
I'm just older than him by a year. You know, we are all old people around here, Pedro. But to see a
I
young
know.
brother going so soon with a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of talent, I think it is saddening, and we will all do what we can to put in our ones and two cents to help the family send our brother home. We pray that his family, will take solace in this time of his loss. The media is hate. The second young person dying in months. Just few months
Yeah,
ago,
which
I
is
mean, a
very
month or two ago, it was Trojan,
project. Yeah.
you know, and today it's Fidel. Who next? You know, when will it be? Who next? But we keep praying that the Almighty God will hold our community together, the media community, our friends, our families, as we get ready to see our brother go home. It's too soon. That's the
Yeah.
question I ask. Why so soon? Why did you answer that call of death so early, Fidel? But again,
Telling you.
Pedro, only the Almighty God knows what He's doing and when He's going to do what He wants to do, and we give him the glory. We pray that his soul will rest in peace, his sins be forgiven, and his soul will rest in perfect peace. So I don't want to take much of
Thank
the
you.
time. You got no string. Yeah, we take little, but not much people. I know have
Yeah, we
come
can take 10
you
at
know,
a time. But
to,
Sarah,
to, to, to
thank you
speak to the people.
so much. Beautiful tribute there. We appreciate you coming on and just helping to eulogize a fallen comrade there and friend. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Our hearts are out to the family. Thank you, Pedro.
Thank you. Thank you. We have brother Prince and Prince, we're gonna take you shortly, but before we do, I just want to play maybe like 10, 20 seconds of one of these excerpts from the December 12th Costa show that Fidel hosted alone. Somebody suggested it. I'm reading the comments in the live feed. So let me just play this quick one. You saw how the LEI situation fell right before the face. Nobody needs to tell you that there were lessons made when Gabriel Lincoln was appointed. And there are people who said, oh, the president had the right. Oh, he has a no law. Now you see where he has gone. The thing is applying. Now, this is what I will say to you, folks who are close to the president. And no matter how you are as a president, you need guardians. No matter how old you are, you need guardians. And so people who find themselves at the perimeter of the presidency, if they cannot provide the guidance that is needed for the president, then they become responsible for whatever happens as a result of the decisions that the president made. That is Fidel Saydee. That is an excerpt from the Costa Show held the December 12th, 2018 edition of the Costa Show. Fidel hosted that show on his own. As you can hear him there, he was in a monologue talking about the powers of the president and what the president can do and cannot do and what he should do and how he's responsible, whether he likes it or not, for the actions of his people and stuff like that. That's Fidel Saydee. That was one of his exceptional performances there on the Costa Show. So we have two other people here. Okay, we have Brother Nali Johnson here. I'm going to take him. Okay, we have Brother Morris Duklin. So we have several people here I'm going to take. So, Brother Prince Andy, I'm going to take you. And just before you come in, after you, I will take Brother Nali Johnson, and then I will take Brother Morris Duklin. So, but I'm going to post the link here, folks, how you can send your contributions. Those of you in the U.S., those of you in Liberia, I will provide the local number for the folks there. The money is not coming to me. I don't even have a mobile money number, just so you know, folks. So that all this can go to the family. As I said earlier, the money is not coming to me. I don't even have. We've already raised some money. Some of our folks have already raised some money to give. Okay, so Brother Prince Anthony, please come in.
Good afternoon, Costa. Good afternoon, Brother Costa, and good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible enough?
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Okay. Brother Fidel Saydee death, it pains a whole lot. It pains a whole lot. And I do remember everything about the years leading up to the Liberia we do have right now. And like or dislike Costa, agree or disagree with Costa, the influence you've had in our Liberian society is enormous. And Fidel was like that perfect complement, right? Where when you see Henry Costa as the tough talking, as they're going all out, and Fidel just provided that calm compliment, and I think Fidel is the one that everybody would like, whether you don't like Costa, everyone loves Fidel just
True.
because of the
Very true.
exactly,
Very true.
exactly, exactly.
Fidel
Costa,
probably have more fans than I did. People like him more.
looking back, that I think is the reality. That is the reality. Costa, July 29, I believe, it's my birthday. I believe it was the day Arthur Waweli and I appear on your show. I'm pretty sure maybe the name Arthur Waweli might ring more of a bell to you than
I know
mine.
Arthur very well. Where is Arthur? I
You
haven't
might.
seen him in a long time.
Yes, Arthur is doing well. I'm in Charlotte,
Thank
North
God.
Carolina. I had gone from a different transition from New York to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a little bit in Philadelphia, and now I'm in Charlotte, happily married, relaxing here,
Wonderful.
my own quiet time, and. But
Wonderful.
by 2017, when our political landscape was entirely different, and where we believe Liberia was at a crossroad. Yeah, I know it's not about politics today, but it was like an opportunity. It's not even the political side of it, but that opportunity, your show, Costa, like your signature show, your stamp and your imprint on the Liberian society, the Costa show. No one is gonna forget about it, you know. And we thought you were gonna be in studio that day. For some reason, you weren't. It was Fidel only that hosted Arthur and I. We talked about a lot of different things. It was 2017. It was after the independence. It was either July 28 or July 29. I cannot remember which day exactly, but it was after our independence. And we talked about a lot of things. Fidel did us, the honorable, he did us justice. He hosted us. We had a nice conversation. And today, there is one person who is more like a family. His name is Stephen Elsa. He had resided in Baltimore, Maryland, but now he's in Dover, Delaware, where I believe you, Costa, probably still in Wilmington. So that's why sometimes you talk about family, it's more than just blood. If I look, I'm the only child of my parents, but that big brother Elsa is more than even just a big brother. How did that happen? That show in 2017 because of the audience the Costa show had. And this big brother listened to us and he's like, those young people in Liberia, I'm interested in the things they are saying. I still have the link of that show saved somewhere. I always go back to it. When I click the link right now,
Wow.
go into the I do. When I go into the comment section, I see when the big brother Stephen Elsa commented his email address that he needed to get in touch with us. What did Fidel do? Not tomorrow, not the next day, the same day. I was
Yeah.
still in Liberia at the time, just basically in civil society advocacy, climate change, and a lot of other different things advocating about. And this big brother, not that he uh, put a ton of dollar in my pocket or did a ton of things, but just the connection and how we were able to be there and support some of those causes and the amount of people it impacted, and seeing myself today. So the moment I heard I think 2 days after, a day or two after Fidel passing, before I even know it, I'm like, Fidel too? And it hurts a whole lot. That's why the moment I knew this show was going to happen today, I've been on and off. I followed the first section of the live before this section with the live stream. I'm like, I have to be a part of this and add a voice or two. And thank you so much, Coach Stack, for everything you did, for giving Fidel the voice that, for allowing Fidel to share your stage. Not a lot of people do that. You did that, and Fidel was just phenomenal at it.
It was.
It hurts all of us. It hurts all of us. I'm not going to take a lot of the time.
Prince, I want to thank you there, my brother. You can still hang in there with us. Thank you so much for a beautiful, um, you know, uh, memory, for sharing that beautiful memory with us. I remember the big brother, Stephen Elsa. I haven't chatted with him in a long time. But thank you so much, Prince.
Yeah, you
Brother
were.
Maurice
He's in
Ducle,
Delaware. He's in your state. He moved from Maryland. He's now in Delaware.
can you imagine that? When I get my next one, I will hit him up. Uh,
Sure thing.
brother Maurice Ducle, welcome. Mute yourself, please, and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Leader Costa. I still call you my leader because you are still a leader. And I will
Thank
continue to
you,
call
man.
you a leader. You
I'm
know,
humble.
I'm still shocked because Fidel and I had a relationship that so many don't know about. I have this unique relationship with most of the young guys in Liberia. But I'm still shocked till to this day that Fidel is no more. I remember, leader, when you went back for that protest, the We Are Step Down protest. Fidel and I were communicating. Even when you went Ghana to meet you, we was communicating after that, after the protest, everything. When he left Roots FM and went on his solo journey, we were still in communication. And he expressed deeply what you did for him and what you have put him and what he has made of himself in Liberia. The last time I stopped talking to Fidel is when he left the hospital at one time. He told me he wasn't feeling well. And all of a sudden, we just lost communication. And every time I talk to the guys, Tevit, I talk to George Guer, I always ask for him. And I say, if Fidel did change his number, you guys give me his new number. It's sad to see that our young people, bright and shining stars, continue to depart from this earth in a very sorrowful manner. This show is not about politics. I don't want to get into the politics, but our healthcare system, there need to be some really up, you know, overhauling of the healthcare system in Liberia. This is Fidel. It was another journalist that was very popular, and it goes on.
Mhm.
When will we try to get it right? When will we stop, flying abroad? We that have the money to take treatment, to seek medical attention, and the ordinary Liberians do not have. I mean, it's up to now. I'm still shocked. I'm still in disbelief that Fidel is gone because the connection is
Yep.
it's sad. It's sad. It's just sad.
Sad
I
indeed,
would
my
just
brother.
stop there for now.
Sad
I would
indeed.
just stop there
Very
for
sad.
now.
So, for those of you who want to chip in from the US, I just put the number there. That's how you can send your contributions. I pinned the number, Sister Winifred Johnson, who has just joined us. We're gonna go to Brother Nally Johnson, then we'll come to Sister Winifred Johnson. No relation there, just so you know. They only have Johnson last name. But I'm gonna say the number out loud, even though I pin it at the bottom of the live feed. It is 763-568-8538. That is our number. You can send your contributions to it via Zelle and Cash App. The same number works for both Zelle and Cash App. Also, I'm going to provide a local number for those of you in Liberia who want to send something via SendWave. I mean, or mobile money. Tevez will receive it and give it to the family. The number is Tevez's number is 0880 645 270. Sylvester Teves Na. So the last name is the last name is N88 Na. Sylvester Teves Na. Or Sylvester Tina. That's what you will see there. 0880. I'm gonna call it slowly. For those of you watching who are in Liberia who would like to send your contributions, you can do so via mobile money. 0880 645 270. I'm gonna call that one more time, after which I will go to Brother Nally Johnson to come in there and to give a tribute to Brother Fidel Saydee. 0880 645 270. Fidel is going to be laid to rest on the 20th of this month. Let me see what day that is. We will share the itinerary. We'll post it on Facebook. So those of you who would like to attend the funeral to pay your final respects may do so. It's going to be on Friday the 20th. That is this Friday. This Friday is when Fidel will be sent home. Brother Nally Johnson there. Come in, my dear brother.
Yes, thank you, Henry. And I think this is a very good platform you have created to give some opportunity to be able to express our condolence to the family and also the many thousands of people that know Fidel. First, I would like to say Fidel has been a confidant, a friend, and a brilliant young man. Knowing fully well Fidel over the years dates back as far as Lokere days, and he has been there always. We have been having chat all the time. But what is important of recent was that we had to do some discussion about our association, the Alumni Association. And believe me, he was on my team of the first four persons we sat and talked about how can we transform the current leadership to a more vibrant one. And how can we get young people on board to drive the change that we are talking about. And interestingly, Fidel, Joseph Blanco, and a few other guys were on my team how we can move this forward. And I can remember we met along the Broad Street. There's a place called Angel Bar that used to be our usual meeting spot. And I was just giving you a call, Fidel, can we meet in the next 15 minutes? And bam, he said, I'll be there in the next 15 minutes. And definitely he will be there. So he has been very, very, a very confident person I can work with, not just on the local alumni issues, but there was a time that I think in 2017-18, we had to do some small program for students who were interested in traveling out. Knowing my background in terms of education, we were always working around things to help people to leave Liberia to go for studies. But these were things that we did as a close, in a close cycle. Fidel and I would work on so many things. He had so many young people, help them to go out of Liberia for studies through the discussion we're having. He was like, can we form this as an organization to make it public? I'm like, no, I'm not into any kind of public thing, but let's just work behind the scene and help as many Liberians as possible to go for studies. He was involved into that with me. We worked on that over a period of time. Of late, before I learned that he was sick, we planned a November 29 last year program. And after that, we planned the inauguration on March 7th. Fidel was I appointed on the committee for publicity. But interestingly, that's when Fidel was sick. But he didn't tell me that he was sick. He would always say, Nadia, I'm not well, but whatever you want me to do, I will make sure it's done. All the radio stations we went to, he was behind the scene making all the arrangements for the different media houses we were going to, making all the different arrangements for us. But otherwise, oh, your chairman is not around. But I said, no, don't worry, he will handle it. So he did all the work behind the scene, brilliantly done, up to the point that we had to meet at ABC station. He was not also there, but he makes sure that everything went as planned. So I don't know to what extent, but he just told me that I'm not that well. That was all he would tell me. Nadia, I'm not that well. I to you. Not that it was very, very serious. No. Just that I'm not that well, but we'll see. I'm not that well, but we'll see. And that's how he kept, saying over and again. And to just wake up on so morning and hear this, I mean, I was so devastated because I'm like, to what extent was he sick? That's the question I asked myself. To what extent was Fidel sick? That some of us did not know anything about it.
He was a very private person, Ali.
Yeah.
He was a very private person. He wasn't going to make he didn't post it on Facebook like some of us would post everything about what's happening to us. Fidel was private. He was very private.
But on behalf, I mean, at this point, as the president of the Liberia Alumni Association, I like to come in to drive in our point at this stage that the Liberia Alumni Association greatly miss Fidel. He will be missed because he was part of the process that brought us where we are today. And we have plans also in terms of publicity, media, what to take Liberia to the next level, the administration to the next level. He has been in the planning process, and that void has been created. But peace to his ashes, and I do pray that the Lord will help comfort the many people that he encountered during his life, his short life stay, on earth. And I don't want to take your time tonight. I'm not also a person that talk too much, but for me to come on this stage, the platform tonight, you should know that I'm really, really down with this.
I know.
But thank you so much for creating the opportunity that we could share, at least a minute or two about the time we have with Fidel.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Sister Winifred, you driving there?
Yes, I can say one or two.
No, it's okay. Your safety first.
I know. Yeah, but I just want to say thank you, Henry, for this platform, allowing us to come on and that we all can contribute towards our brother Fidel. Like you said, Fidel was a very private person. Fidel myself, we started talking more often when Henry went to Freetown and he was arrested. We couldn't get in touch with Henry. I was giving Fidel help, calling Fidel phone back to back, and Fidel was saying, don't worry, call me anytime. I will pick up your call, but Henry doesn't have his phone with him right now. And then we kept talking and talking. He was a very private person. So I would like to say to all of you that are watching, your $5, your $10 can help our brother Fidel to put him to rest. He was a good person on the Costa show. He did his best. It is not about us that on the show today, on this platform. It's not about Henry, not any one of us. It's about Fidel. So let us put our 1 cent together, bury him, may his soul rest in peace, and may God comfort his family. Thank you, Henry, and everyone on the platform. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, folks, there you have it. As you said, those of you, like I said, a few people had already reached out from our inner circle and decided chipping in. She's already received some money. That was just days, after the tragic passing of Fidel. But now we're here. That's the information out there. You can send your little contribution. The funeral will be on Friday the 20th. So whatever you can send now can either go toward the funeral arrangements or to his wife and daughter. Fidel left a wife, a young wife, that She's a young widow, and a child who does not even know that her father is dead. In fact, when I went to see them the other day, the little girl was passing around. Her mom was there, grief stricken and wailing, wailing and weeping. The little girl was there watching YouTube video. You can't blame her. She doesn't know. In fact, she was telling the people, my pa in the hospital. Can you imagine that? She's gonna grow up and she was just all she will have will be very think very, very this she's not gonna have any real memories of it. So yeah, so those that are behind, those that he left behind, we can find a way to identify with them. The father was supposed to be on with us tonight, but I can't reach to him now. Um, but we who are here, let's do what we can do. Of course, we're doing what we're
Like,
doing.
like
We're not gonna
you were
announce it.
saying, can I
Yeah,
come in
Mike.
a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, as you were saying about the kid, the first birthday we went to Kawa. Yeah, it was
Hmm.
Teves. I mean, your whole crew.
Hmm.
Uh, we were there. We went. I just come back. I came from vacation from East Africa. We went, and then I got a bicycle. So, and when I went to get a bicycle for the kid, then the bicycle was a little bit bigger. Then he said, then I said, "Oh no, Fidel. I mean, as a father, as this child is 1 year old, but this bicycle should be for 3 year old." He said, "Uncle Mike, let the bicycle just be. This child will grow." I mean, that's level of faith he had in his daughter coming up. We eventually grew and
Yeah.
reached the bicycle, and even grow beyond the bicycle. Okay. So I said, "No, tomorrow morning we can just go on Conjunction Road. Let's be there. We can teach the bicycle." So, "Uncle Mike, the bicycle is okay. We can. This bicycle is okay." And
Yeah.
so every time you on the show, and maybe if I wanted to reach you before the show or after the show or something, and I know the busy you are, the easier way to just get to you was just Fidel. I'll just call Fidel. Fidel tells you, "Oh, Uncle, my your name?" Okay, hold on. I'll call him
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
away.
I
It was,
I
I mean,
remember
you
that.
were just like, I mean, every time always available. If somebody wanted to come to that show, or if I wanted to come there, you are. I didn't tell Fidel like 2 3 days. I was just calling all night. So man, we get this thing doing for the church, or I get this something running, and oh no, Uncle Mike, no problem, no problem, no problem. The one of these days, you guys were on the show then, and it rained. And I started finding how to come, and you kept asking, where's Mike? He said, no, Uncle Mike, come here, just hold on. I mean, he kept you guys on and on. There was just so many instances where I know that, Fidel was somebody that I could reach out to easy. And one of these days, I was transiting to Kotaka when you were in Ghana. Then I told him, I'm passing there, let's see how we could meet. So when I reached, I was in Addis and I told you I was on my way. Told me when I was arriving and everything. But being in transit, I couldn't get out of the airport. So I tried. When I get to the airport, I called. Fidel was outside the airport and there was no way I could reach him. I said, okay, what we'll do, I will make sure I go back to the arrival, get out of the airport, go through immigration and came back to Kotoka to the front there where we met, we talk, and I mean we talk. And then I had to go back and check in again. It was just something that he was a family. He was anytime we could just meet and we could talk. Like I told you about my son, it was just a phone call away. So it's really, really a difficult time, right? And
It
when 2017 we had that bid for you, it was like bringing all the young people together, and I was one big guy among them. Besides, people calling me Mike, Uncle Mike, Uncle Mike, Uncle Mike. Uh, uh, and it's passed away. Sheikh Gordon Lacafre, Teves,
got a whole gang there.
Lawrence. I mean, your whole crew,
Dauda Baka, Rita, Demo.
Jemo, Rita, and it's like I was leading an army of young people for you, and Fidel was just there. Okay, and like there was any problem that anybody couldn't reach you, Fidel was a conduit. It was
Yeah.
easy, and I mean at that, breaking everybody. And when the past, I saw it on Facebook. Then everybody started reaching me, Uncle my here Fidel pass, Uncle my here Fidel pass, Uncle my here Fidel pass. I said, oh my God, I know I up to now I can't still process it. I'm still thinking about That time we wanted to meet his daughter's first birthday. And as a father, right here, much I have so many, I know how it feels that for the guy to have one child and then that child will grow up like the next 10, 15, 20 years or the rest of her life, and there will not be the father figure in her life. I mean, it hurts me, right? Very painful, whenever. We just wish that the life he lived and the platform you gave him, the pathway he carved with the help you gave him. I mean, if there's anything you have to pride yourself, you don't have to cry. Like everyone always say that you helped to project who Fidel was, and today, I mean, he has a life that, I mean, he's going, but we all can celebrate the good guy he was being. I mean,
he left a lot of memories, a lot of cherished, very beautiful memories. A gentleman just joined us. My man, what did you write your name so that I rush it? I can't read your name. What's up? Hello? Can you hear us? Your name is Bwaka Tamudu. Tamudu.
Yeah.
I need that, bro.
Bwaka Tamudu.
Ika Balano.
Do
good money.
No joke by way. Mama got on there.
Oh, wait.
Who wanted you by way?
My man, we are talking about our brother Fidel that we miss.
Yeah, Costa, I did sad. For me, I know the family very well from the borough, from across the bridge. He was a cool guy coming on, everybody know him well. And it's saddening that you die at that age. But what can we say? It's very saddening, especially so that when I saw you that day when Sky FM went there, you were there, his late daughter was there, you will get speechless. And the life we live in, the Bible says you don't know the time, but still it got a pin up because young, brilliant, intellectual, friendly guy lost his life. So it's painful, more especially to you. You brought on the Costa show. I get more every morning by 3 o'clock when the time changes in the States. You got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to listen to the Costa show. And Fidel was always there, providing information, even the power that would be. He couldn't be there to bring in the power one way or the other. And that hard in fight. But we can't want to tell the family, I know the other person, Fred Moju, we all from the borough. I say, sorry, it's painful. We got to get prayed to God, and in any way we can do to get Peter a befitting burial, we got to do it because he left a mark. Some people when they say, "Oh, why they putting Fidel on Facebook?" I said, "Look, Fidel was a popular guy. Nobody can take instruction from a family when you pass or to put on social media. That's our contribution. Some people will not have time to go to the funeral. They don't know the family, but because that voice, they got to post it on the social media. So I think so the families need to understand from that point." And one of the things I admire on him sometimes when he used to be coming down high on the regime, the power regime, he was default with you. He said, "No, Costa, give me a chance." No, that was the bravery he had. He said, "No, Costa, maybe you green away, we got to find out for this before we say this." So it's a blow to everybody, young people at the age of 38. I said that started at 40, but at that age, you see your late daughter, they will never see you no more. So that get passionate. I put it in my shoe. I said, so now I wake up my daughters, then they can't see me no more. What will happen today in my absence? But we got to get say, God, let God take away and get paid with the family, paid with the wife and the children, anybody that knows Fidel. If after the burial, because it's not for his family, but today is no more. So it's saddening. And in the borough, we all grow in the borough. They used to come there, we walk around, friendly guy, always laughing. So then one day he went Ghana, I said, "Oh, my man, Fidel, you're not coming to Liberia." So my man, in 2 weeks, I'll be in Liberia. He came out in Liberia. So Costa, thank you for giving the platform, and thank you, thank you for the time he gave on you. And I know, thank God for the burial. There should be the same way you're going live, you should go live so we can.
We'll do that. John will go live so people can watch.
Thank you very much, and continue to do what you have to do. I will give you a befit.
Okay, buddy.
We'll do our own contribution when our time goes.
All right, thank you. Um, you know, I want to. We're gonna close in 10 minutes. Again, I will post the number tomorrow that people can make their contributions to, so that those who are not yet to watch can be able to do so tomorrow. Kindly mute yourself. If you're not speaking, please kindly mute yourself. Um, those what was I saying? Yeah, so the funeral is on Friday the 20th. We'll provide the details. We'll publish that on Facebook. When the family provides that, I will speak with the father tomorrow. And when I get the details, I will publish it so you all can know where the funeral service will be held and the interment as well, where he's going to be laid to rest, his final resting place. Uh, yeah. So let's see whether we can. We will close in 9 minutes. The phone number for you to send your contributions to, if you're in the U.S., to Cash App or Zelle is 763-568-8538. That's Sister Winifred Johnson's number. Cash App or Zelle. That's 763-568-8538. And the local number, Lone Star MTN mobile money. Sylvester Teves now. You can send your contribution to him if you're in Liberia, or if you're in the US and you want to do SendWave. You can also use that option. 0880-645-270. I'm going to repeat that number. 0880-645-270. Sylvester Teves now. That's the number to which you can send your contribution, so that we can contribute towards Fidel's homegoing. Yeah, and it's on Friday. So we have 8 more minutes to go. I'm going to go back around and give a minute to each of you to give your parting comments. And folks, those of you who can't join, I'm going to go read your comments. You can put your tribute out there too. I'm going to go read it. Let me read a few here. Duka Podonewasin says, may his soul rest in peace. Amen. P. Topa Matthew, I'm following from Sino County. Austin Francisco P. Ja, he says, rest well, senior brother. P. Topa Matthew says, RIP, rest in peace. Austin Francisco P. Ja says, I'm consciously following Fasano. Yeah, rest in peace, veteran journalist. Kwesi Bidakio Usi Wallace says, sleep well, brother. Philip Justice says, rest well, big brother. We're missing you. Yeah, so now I'm going to go around and give each of you a minute to close up. Brother Prince Andy, you have a minute. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate this. We have to wrap this up. Prince, let's share your closing comments, please.
Yes, and thank you very much again, Brother Henry Costa. And this is very much a sad moment that's gonna, stay with us for pretty much the rest of our lives. Like, Fidel's voice was so strong, his impact was so much, his personality was just big enough that I don't think any one of us that were opportune to know him during that period is ever gonna forget. It's understandable that maybe current and new and upcoming generation might not know his person due to death, which gonna befall us all at some point. But his legacy is going to. I've talked to a few people, even few friends in my circle, even today. Even some younger ones. Like, do you know Fidel? You heard of his passing? Not anyone ever said it did not hurt. Yeah, of him. I got a few remarks from a couple of young people that they don't know him, but they've heard the name. So that's how you know his name is a household name in our Liberian society, and nothing is ever going to change that. And again, also thanks to you, Costa, for that, and also even by virtue of the fact of what you are doing now. So we are all sad, and we hope he sleeps well, and deepest condolences to the family. It's a very tough moment. Like I think Brother Mike earlier had mentioned. Was it Mike? Or I think it was the Brother Bwakai. I think it was Brother Bwakai. I'm sorry, had mentioned as to having girls and how just imagining it. I have to guess and avoid myself. These things just put you in that area of sober reflection. And it's just something you don't want to even imagine. But it has befallen our brother. And now with his family being there, he's no more. He can feel it. We are the ones feeling it, and it's just so tough. But it has happened. And again, we know, like we talked about, that, like you, Henry, mentioned, Fidel is very private. We are all different. Some of us are very private, some of us are not, and let us just reach out whenever, as much as possible, when something is happening, and let us we are, sometimes we know the society cannot be very nice enough or take things very seriously, but like we are right now, we are wishing that it had happened differently and we
Okay.
did not arrive at this point, but it has happened and we just so sad, and we can just do our
Thank
best
you,
with
Prince.
contributions. And yeah, thank you so much, Costa.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince Andy. Thank you very much there for coming on, your contribution. We're gonna go and take Brother Natalie Johnson. Please, your popping comments, please.
Yes, thank you, Henry. I think it's a sad moment for all of us across the globe. And Fidel was a friend who was always able to build relationship across all ages. And I think with that, it helped him to get so many friends across the world. And I think that war he created, that what his death has created, a lot of us will miss him, and I can surely say that he will really, really be missed. But his memory lives on. And each time I listen to these recordings about him and also go to our private chat and other stuff, I know that there is a big void that has been created. But I like to say at this point that may his soul rest in peace. I mean, nothing more, but may his soul rest in peace. That's my parting comment.
Okay, Brother Johnson, thank you so much there. We'll go to Brother Maurice Duclay.
Well, thank you, leader. Thank you for having this special podcast to honor Fidel once again. Uh, Many who knows Fidel, some don't know Fidel. Like a lot of people from the U.S. They are calling
Yeah,
me. Do you know Fidel? The Costa show host. Yes, I did know Fidel. Well, they don't know the person, but the name rings a bell. Fidel will be laid to rest on Friday. But my thing is not only about Fidel being laid to rest on Friday, it's about Fidel's daughter, the young one. And I would wholly follow up with my sister Winifred where we can do something about helping the little girl. This is where we come in to supersede for Fidel. He left behind a very, very young, beautiful daughter that needs all the attention that one can give. And I will make it my duty to make sure that we follow suit. Fidel was just not a friend, he was a brother. He was part of my family. We interacted so many times. I mean, there are just so many things that we talked about that his burial on Friday will pass and go, but who he left behind should be our priority for those that truly love Fidel and know Fidel for who he is and who you are, his daughter should be our number one priority. So I would say rest in peace to our brother or friend till we meet again. But I keep my word. I will follow up with my sister Winifred, and we will come up with something in help of a little girl every now and then. Thank you again, leader, for hosting us.
Thank you so much, brother Dukle. Thank you so much. Um, mm, we're gonna go to Sister Winfred. Since the people mentioning their contribution, they can't tell me say all the years we just serve them, they can't send something.
So
Yeah.
far, so good. Since you've been announcing it from last week up to now, I've gotten 500.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, I got
Oh
it
yeah.
5. Yeah.
They
So
can
maybe
do
by the end
better
of
than
the
that.
day, we'll get.
I'll
Yes,
I'll post the number later, and some people will watch the podcast later. Okay.
yes, and the,
So,
yeah.
but let's get your parting comments.
I would like to say to the family of Fidel, in the book of Job, chapter 121, the Bible says the Lord gave it and the Lord take it. You know, in difficult times like this, it's hard to ask God why. You know, God knows why it happened. But in the book of James 1 verse 2, he said, count it all joy when you are faced with trials of many kinds. So we want to say to the family, you know, Maya, things happen, but I know it's hard. Like Henry have gathered the people, let us all put our hands together. Come to be that Fidel will be laid to rest properly. God bless you all and thank you for hosting us, Henry.
Thank you.
Rest in peace,
I
Fidel.
I agree, my brother Ansu Tanga. Ansu is asking how you can send his contribution. Ansu, the Cash App is right here, brother. It's pinned right at the bottom of the page. Let me see what I can go directly to your comment and respond there. By the way, COP is going to officially make a contribution as well. If he was a member of COP. So y'all go tell brother Aaron, yeah? Then say the chairman say the chairman says COP will make contribution.
I was glad
You
I
know,
delivered that message.
yes. You know, Aaron hate to spend the organization money. That the right man we made the financial treasurer. When you tell him say we gotta spend money, he can be like, okay, I think we can raise our money externally. but we gotta go in our cover, Aaron. If you are listening, this is a mandate from the chairman. You know, and Sister William Johnson will convey that message to you. We need to make an official contribution for the COP coffers to then Brother Fidel Saydee. After all, he was a bona fide founding member of the COP. Yes, so we need to do that. Brother Ansu, right at the bottom of the page, Brother Ansu Tanga, you will see the Cash App and the Zelle number there. Sister Winfred Johnson, our number there. You can send it to A. Let's take Brother Mike Fire David so he can give away the parting comments. Then we'll wrap this thing up. Mike, you will be at the funeral, right?
Yeah, I'll be at the funeral on Friday.
Good. We'll see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, in our Team Costa cycle, you know the word worship, right?
Of course, worship, master. But Mike, we gotta explain to them. We gotta explain that to them so they can understand. They don't understand when we say worship master, they think that the Masonic crowd is talking about.
When you say worship, you know, Fidel say, look, Shaq, we need a worship. Go and get Uncle Mark Fire David. But then one day I went to you. then Fidel said, okay, Uncle Mike, you will worship me, but I said, well, you before you worship me, you will let me go worship the legend. We're confident legend, we're cast out there, you know, everybody get stages of worship. We're confident legend, they worship me, you know. You know, I mean, it was a just wonderful, a beautiful team of people, you know. And to get away around, they will always say Shaq. Then when Shaq gets to me and he get back to them, then they'll say, Uncle Mike. I said, but okay, that's our story. We'll leave it out. Okay. But it pains me very, very high me. But to through whom we got a no check. I mean, we got a no Fidel, to the family, to the mother, to his daughter, to his wife Tyler. I mean, our hearts are out there to them, okay? And we will all do everything. Team Costa will be there. If call for to be Paul bearers out there, we will be. We'll make sure that, because we've got to know each other because of you, okay? And we will all be there to ensure that Fidel gets a fitting, a farewell, and a goodbye from every one of us. Whatever we can do as a team, as a family, as a people, quarter after you, we will all be out there. Tonight, I'm all here tonight because of all of the Costa guys. Okay, to Ennis prolific pass away, to AB, to Lawrence Cheat, to Daouda Parker, to just all of them who I can call. Even while Clara is also angry with you now, but our sister Clara Mala, Rita Boyu, Jimu Nangbe, everybody. We hope we can all be there on Friday to see Fidel up. So personally, on behalf of William myself and the case, we send our condolences to you and everybody out there. And I just called Tevez, and if just our little mite, 500, 1,000, 2,000 $2,000, we will all chip in to ensure that, yes, we can identify with the founder. Thank you for the time, Henry, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Very, very much.
Thank you, bro.
So, on behalf of the Council of Patriots, even though I have not called a meeting to consult with the leadership, but considering Fidel was a bona fide founding member, the COP is going to donate $1,000. We will donate $1,000 US dollars, 1,000 US dollars from the COP as our contribution towards the homegoing of Brother Fidel Saydee, and that's money well spent. Yeah, you can't think of anything more important than that. That money that will go towards whether his daughter or his wife. So we're going to do that. 1,000 US dollars from the COP is in our account. Oh, COP get money sitting in the account. You don't think so? We just no, we got the money there. So would Sister Winifred will convey the message to Aaron. When you call Aaron to say COP must get money, he can start talking about how the money not playing there. Yeah, but so we'll share the details for the funeral on Friday. We will all be there, all the way to the cemetery where we send Fidel home, and to all our folks, all our team Costa, the Costa Show family, the COP family. I call on all of you, wherever you are in Liberia, come out. Let's pay our final respects to Brother Saydee on that day. It's important. Let his people know that you did not only enjoy or appreciate the work that he did, or if you really appreciated it, let your presence be the manifestation of that appreciation of the great work that Fidel did for this country. So I look forward to seeing you all on Friday, on the day we pay our last respects to Fidel Saydee. So again, I want to say the COP will contribute $1,000 United States dollars towards it, apart from the money that we're raising here and the ones that people will give later. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and have yourselves a lovely, lovely evening. Bye-bye, folks.